Before you fall in love, pause and think. Not every relationship is worth the emotional cost. Some connections look beautiful on the surface but carry hidden wounds underneath. Today, we talk about something real, something many people learn too late. Pay close attention, because this message could save you years of pain and heartbreak. Stay with me. A dark past doesn't mean a person is bad. It means they've been through deep emotional experiences, intense love, betrayal, or loss that left lasting marks on their heart. These experiences shape how a person gives and receives love. Understanding this is not about judgment. It's about being aware of what you might be walking into when you choose a partner. Think of love like a reservoir of water. Every deep relationship pours from it. When someone gives everything to a past love, their firsts, their vulnerability, their deepest trust, that reservoir gets significantly drained. They may still have feelings left to give, but the depth and intensity may never fully return. This is not their fault, but it is your reality. Science and human experience both confirm it first. Love carves the deepest groove in the heart. It sets the emotional standard. When that love ends painfully, many people spend years, sometimes their entire lives, comparing every new person to that first one. If you enter someone's life after that, you may always be living in that shadow without even knowing it. One of the most painful truths in relationships. Some people don't seek a new partner, they seek a replacement for pain. They're not fully healed, but the loneliness feels unbearable. So they reach out and pull someone in. You feel chosen, valued, even special. But in reality, you may be filling a void not truly wanted for who you are, but for what comfort you provide. How do you know if you're being used as emotional comfort? Watch for these signs. She never talks about the future with you. She gets distant after emotional moments. Her ex's name comes up more than it should. She seems relieved by your company rather than genuinely excited. These are quiet signals that something is off beneath the surface. Trust your observations. Even when an ex is long gone, their presence can linger in a relationship like a ghost. You'll sense it in the way she reacts to certain songs, places, or words. You may even catch a look in her eyes, distant, nostalgic, sad. This is not imagined. The ghost of a past relationship can haunt a new one, and you deserve a partner who is truly present with you. Imagine falling for someone deeply, then learning about a painful past. Suddenly, unwanted images and thoughts begin appearing in your mind. You try to push them away, but they return. Over time, these thoughts can consume your focus, your mood, and your confidence. What starts as curiosity becomes obsession. This mental burden is real, and many men underestimate how damaging it becomes. You don't have to experience something yourself to be traumatized by it. Learning about a partner's past, especially if it involved deep intimacy or betrayal, can trigger genuine emotional responses in you. Anxiety, insecurity, and even jealousy towards someone you've never met. This is called retroactive jealousy, and it is a recognized form of emotional trauma. It is serious. The damage rarely happens all at once. It builds quietly, day by day. One thought leads to another. One uncomfortable moment triggers a memory. Slowly, without realizing it, your mental health deteriorates. You become irritable, withdrawn, or overly controlling. Not because of who you are, but because of what you're carrying. Stress from a partner's past can silently rewire your entire emotional state. Moving on is a process, not a decision. Many people believe they've healed simply because time has passed. But healing requires deliberate inner work. If she hasn't done that work, old feelings may still be buried, waiting to resurface. You might see them appear during arguments, anniversaries, or chance encounters. The unhealed past doesn't disappear. It waits for the right moment to re-emerge. Unresolved heartbreak can lead to emotional instability, not weakness, but unprocessed pain. A person who hasn't healed may shift from warm to cold, loving to distant, present to checked out. These mood swings aren't random. They are connected to old wounds that haven't closed. In a relationship, this unpredictability can feel exhausting and confusing for the partner who cares most. It may not happen immediately, but eventually the ex will enter your relationship through conversations, through comparisons, through unfinished emotional business. It might be a message, a memory, or a mutual friend mentioning his name. And when it happens, you'll feel something shift. Preparing yourself emotionally for this reality is not pessimism, it is wisdom. You deserve to be fully prepared. Being compared to an ex is one of the most emotionally crushing experiences in a relationship. Whether the comparison is spoken or silent, you feel it. He used to do this. He never acted like that. These words, even unintentional, plant seeds of inadequacy. No matter how good you are, you may always feel like you're competing with a ghost, someone you can never truly defeat. It's natural to want to help someone you love heal, but there's a critical boundary between being a supportive partner and becoming an emotional caretaker. If you constantly absorb her pain, carry her healing, and manage her emotional wounds, you stop being her lover. You become her therapist. That dynamic is draining, unbalanced, and ultimately unsustainable. Love should lift you both, not only her. Many caring men pour everything into helping a wounded partner: time, energy, patience, and love. But at what cost? Over time, the caretaker loses himself. His needs go unmet. His emotional well-being is neglected. He gives and gives until there is nothing left. This is not love, it is self-sacrifice without reciprocity, and it slowly erodes self-worth in ways that take years to rebuild. One of the most underrated qualities in a relationship is peace. Not excitement, not passion, peace. The ability to come home and feel safe, to go to bed without anxiety, to wake up without dread. A relationship rooted in unresolved pain from the past will constantly disturb that peace. And once peace is gone from your life, everything else suffers: your focus, health, and happiness. Society often teaches men to be strong, to endure, to push through emotional pain without complaint. But your feelings are valid. Your emotional health matters. Staying in a relationship that causes you chronic stress, anxiety, or trauma is not strength. It is slow self-destruction. You deserve a relationship that adds to your life, not one that quietly drains every part of you. Real love is not supposed to be a constant battle. Yes, every relationship has challenges, but there's a difference between working through problems together and fighting shadows from the past. If you spend more time managing emotional fallout than actually enjoying each other, something is deeply wrong. Healthy love builds you up. It does not leave you feeling exhausted, confused, or emotionally defeated. Choosing a life partner is the most important decision you will ever make. It affects your health, career, happiness, and the generations that come after you. Too many people choose based on attraction or chemistry alone, ignoring red flags that are clearly visible. Wisdom says, slow down, observe patterns, ask hard questions. A beautiful connection is not enough. Character, healing, and readiness matter more. An emotionally ready partner doesn't pretend the past didn't happen. She's genuinely processed it. She can talk about it without breaking down or becoming defensive. She doesn't idealize or demonize her ex. She has clear boundaries and a stable sense of self. Most importantly, she is fully present with you, not because she's replacing someone, but because she has genuinely chosen you with a whole heart. Protect yourself by seeking positive signs. Does she speak about her past calmly and with perspective? Does she take responsibility for her role in previous relationships? Is she emotionally consistent, stable, day to day? Does she invest in your connection with genuine enthusiasm? Does she make you feel secure rather than always chasing her validation? These green flags indicate someone who has done the inner healing work. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines that protect the health of a relationship. If conversations about the past always derail into emotional chaos, it's okay to set limits. If contact with an ex is causing tension, it's okay to address it directly. Healthy boundaries are not controlling, they are a form of self-respect and mutual care. A partner who respects you will honor reasonable boundaries. You can support someone's healing journey, but you cannot do it for them. Healing is deeply personal work that requires self-reflection, therapy, time, and honest inner effort. If you make her healing your mission, you will exhaust yourself and likely fail. The most loving thing you can do for yourself and for her is to encourage her healing while protecting your own emotional boundaries consistently. At the end of this journey, here is the final message. You deserve a love that gives you peace, not one that steals it. A love where you feel secure, valued, and chosen. Where the past is acknowledged but does not dominate the present. Know your worth. Set your standards high. Be patient, be wise, and be honest with yourself. The right person will be whole enough to love you fully. Choose wisely. You deserve it.